Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here and welcome back to another episode of our FIFA 17 Return to Glory for Manchester United. Now we've got an interesting game to start things off today. We are, where are we? Are we at home or away to Arsenal? I don't know. We're playing off against Arsenal either way in the quarter-final of the League Cup, so it's going to be quite a important game for us. Now, we can do some more training, but first I want to have a look at our youth squad and just double check who we should be training up. So who do we have? So we've got, of course, Eamon Moran, 73 to 94. We'll leave him for now. I want to stick to the players that we know are guaranteed to be an 80. So Pierce Brennan, again, not guaranteed. Shane McKeith, not yet guaranteed, but hopefully will be. Riley Campbell, a right back. We needed a right back, so that's pretty good. We'll leave you for now, though. Seamus Barr, 74 to 94. Right, so Nguera is a player we can really go for because it's not guaranteed, but surely he's got to be an 80. It'd be really bad luck if he wasn't. Eulogio de Menses, I'm thinking about releasing you, but wait and see what happens when we get the next update. Brito, 75 to 93. Charlie Murphy, 73 to 93. Sam Murphy, 76 to 93. Right, so we know Callum Jackson and Helder Bastos. Those are the main two. So if we stick with these two for now and get those two trained up a bit, then we can really make sure we have a strong team when they come through. So Nguera, Bastos, and Jackson. That's the one. So let's give you some keep possession, and then we'll also give you some. What else can we do for you? Chance creation. Yeah, that looks like a good one to do. And then for Jackson, there you are. We're going to give you some beat your man as well, because that gets some of your lower stats up. And then we're also going to give you, wherever you are, there you are. We're also going to give you some El Rondo. El Rondo is more defensive. 1 and 2. Let's do 1 and 2 defending, I think, actually. Let's do a bit of that. Then we'll do a bit of Nguera as well, just to continue to build the goalkeeper up. And let's give you some hard difficulty goalkeeping. Let's simulate all of these and hopefully get some good results to start this episode off in a nice way. We could do with it. There we go. Bastos up to a 62. Excellent. And goes a chunk towards 63 as well. Jackson did okay. Got a D and a C. And Nguera is getting really, really close to 59. I don't know if we'll bring in these players up. I think we'll definitely wait. Well, we're going to get a youth team update in a couple of days after the Arsenal game anyway, so we'll do that. And then we should get some new youth team players this episode as well. So let's have a look at our squad, see who is fit for this game. It is against Arsenal, but it is in the League Cup, so I think I'm still going to play a pretty strong side. And maybe not as strong as possible, but still pretty strong, isn't it? Luke Shaw's out injured. You know what? Kovalenko, I think I'm going to play Kovalenko for this one. He has been annoyed that he's not been playing a lot of games, isn't he? So let's play Kovalenko. And let's play Asensio back where Rooney is then. I think that's probably a good idea. And then all these guys are obviously going to be going. Anyone else who want to try and play in this game? Maybe Hernandez. Let's play Hernandez and Jimenez. A bit of a change up. So we've still got a pretty strong team. It's not probably our strongest side, but it is the League Cup. I don't really want to risk too many players because we do have another game at the weekend against, I can't remember who it was now. We've got a league game. I want to say Everton. I'm not sure if that's right or not, but of course we want to make sure we're still doing well in the Premiership. So yeah, let's get into this game against Arsenal, and of course I will bring you back for the goals when they go in. Hopefully a lot of goals for us already. So this would be another bit of silverware to add. Should we get it? Ball forward now into Kovalenko. Good first touch by Kovalenko. Plays it in now to Ibrahimovic. Who sees the movement of Anthony Martial. Cuts inside, takes a shot. Petr Cech saved it. And Debussy claws it off the line. Grimaldo into Martial. Cech saves it once again. On to João Cancelo. João Cancelo. Good ball in. That's a cracking ball. Kovalenko. It's in. Oh, straight from the half-time whistle. Kovalenko gets his first goal from the club. And again, it's João Cancelo down the right-hand side. Great bit of work. Great ball in, and Kovalenko was on his own and puts it into the back of the net. 1-0. Now, can we hold this? Arsenal playing a pretty strong team today. The same team we played against in the league. This would be a good result if we can hold on to it, but we know what my defending's like, so hopefully we can hold on to it. Viktor Kovalenko showed us why he should start more games here with his first goal of the season. 1-0. Seeing the movement of Kovalenko through the middle. Sees the movement of Marshall out wide. Kovalenko. This guy is good. He's only 76, but he's really, really good. Mkhitaryan's ball in. And again, Mkhitaryan's ball in. Ibra's there. Kovalenko out wide. Marshall. Again, Mkhitaryan to put the cross in. And it's going to go out. Ibra's there. Mkhitaryan's ball in again. Kovalenko. He's scored again. He's only gone and done it again. I tell you what. This guy has opened my eyes in this game. I played him as a second string player behind the likes of both Mata and Asensio. But this guy is very, very good. He's got a lot of pace. He's very attacking minded. And he's the sort of player that I really like. So I think this lad here is going to be getting a lot more football with us now. I'm thinking dropping Asensio back into central midfield and playing Kovalenko as more of an attacking midfielder. He is so good. I'm going to start playing him more, I think. 2-0, and that surely is going to be the full-time whistle now as well. Come on, ref, blow the whistle. There it is. Kovalenko put on an absolute masterclass performance there. He is the player that I like. He's always in the place where I want him to be. He's got a lot of pace. He's breaking past the defensive line so I can slide him in. If I was better at this game, he would have scored a hat-trick easily. There's a shot from them earlier in the game that you missed. There you go. So surely, we don't even need to look at it. Surely he's going to be man of the match. There he is, 9.3. But a 9.0 for Cancelo, 8.8 for Mkhitaryan as well. Great game for us that was. 2-0. And that puts us through to the semi-finals of the League Cup, which is something that we did need. Spurs also through to the semi-finals after beating Burton Albion. So Spurs are going to be a tricky team to beat, don't get me wrong, but I'm comfortable after that. We now are going to have to play Spurs, which means if we beat Spurs, we should walk through the final because it's going to be either Brighton, well, it's going to be either Middlesbrough or West Brom. So that should be easy enough. So let's go back, and now we can get a bit of an update on our youth team as well, which would be pretty good. Looking forward to seeing if any of our players are going to be any closer to knowing how high they're going to be. There we go. That's the first of the month. That should be youth squad update. There we go. Right, Eamon Moran, 75 to 94. Pierce Brennan, 72 to 92. Riley Campbell, 67 to 87. Okay. Shane McKeith, 73 to 94. Seamus Barr, 80 to 94. Now we know he's definitely going to be good. Martin Neguera already knew 80 to 94. Brito, 79 to 93. Dement says, I'm sorry, I'm not going to keep you around, mate. You're going to have to go. Brito, 79 to 93. Murphy, 74 to 90. Jackson, 76 to 94. Murphy, 75 to 89. But I'm sure he was already 80 to 94. It seems to have dropped down a bit. And Helder Bastos, 80 to 90. So we know he's going to be 80 to 90. So we could move him up at some point, couldn't we? Anyone we want to move up yet? We could move Neguera up. We know he's going to be good. But I might just leave him in here for now just to see if we can get a closer idea. Now this guy is another one I'm not sure about, but we'll keep around for now. If he goes to 80 to 87, then we'll possibly keep him, but I'm not trusting. I'm not fancying that to happen, to tell the truth. So we're going to game against Everton. And I believe we'll get some new youth players on the 14th, but I don't know how long that will be. Game-wise, that is. Luke Shaw's returned from injury. Now, I'm going to leave him out of the team for now because I think he needs another game or so to get himself back into it. So we've got 2 more matches and then Crystal Palace. So we will get our new youth players this episode. That is a massive game there against Stomsrod. We've got a game against Everton now away, then Stomsrod in the Europa League, which we have to win to go through, and Crystal Palace away. And then if we can squeeze it in, we'll do West Brom as well. And of course, we'll get all of our new youth players. Then we'll be getting into January soon. Wow, that's a lot, isn't it? Semi-finals, two-legged affair against Spurs. And we're going to have the FA Cup in here as well. So January is going to be a packed-out month, isn't it, really? We might be able to buy some more players in January, though. What are we looking at transfer budget? 33 million. Interesting. So what we're going to do squad-wise then with that game... I think Kovalenko stays. Asensio's up to an 83 now. He's got up another point. Let's bring in Rashford for Ibra, just to try and give Ibra a rest. Anyone else who want to try and bring in? Dahoud's up to an 80 now, isn't he, as well? Let's play Dahoud instead of Pogba, just to give Pogba a rest. Eric Bailly. Bailly in place of Hernandez, who's now a 77. So everybody's going up stats now. Grimaldo, was he 79 already, or was he 78? I can't remember. I think Semedo might be in the 78. I think we're going to leave the rest of the team as it is for now, though. Because this game against Everton, again, is a must-win. Just to try and stay with that top 4 pack. Let's see where we are league-wise now, then. Boom, there we are. So Everton are the team immediately behind us. On the 2 points behind us. So win this game, we'll go 6 points ahead of Man City, but they will have a game in hand on us. But we do need to beat Everton to... if Everton beat us, they'll take our place in the top 4, essentially. So let's get into this game, and of course, I will bring you back as normal for the goals. Into the corner. In. What on earth is... that's just AI. AI is just giving away a penalty. I was pressing X to head the ball. I've not touched a person. So the AI is giving away a penalty in a game that we have absolutely dominated. I mean, dominated from start to finish. God, this game frustrates me. It really does. It really bloody frustrates me. Right. Can we save this one? I've got a feeling he's going bottom left-hand corner. Or maybe my feeling was wrong. Romelu Lukaku gets the goal. It was a decent penalty. We don't need to see too many replays, do we? Bang. I'm so annoyed. We've dominated this first half so much. Yet we are 1-0 down against Everton. It's about time we got ourselves back in this game. 1-0. Lennon taking the piss out of us as well. Dahoud. Again, it's been cut out this time at any Valencia. Barkley. I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to say to you at all. I don't know what to say to you. You see, at the end of the game, I'll show you the stats, and we dominated. I mean, absolutely dominated that first half, and then we conceded a goal straight before the half-time whistle, and straight after the half-time whistle, and it's Ross Barkley. We are 2-0 down. Things are not going well here, are they? Jimenez. Return to glory is not... What the fuck was that, Jimenez? McCarthy coming forward. How is McCarthy outpacing an 80 rate... 80 fuck... Oh my god, this game is not right. How on earth is James McCarthy with the ball quicker down the right-hand side than a right-back with 85 pace? Can anyone explain that to me? If James McCarthy had that pace when he was playing for my Scotland team, I'd be using him a lot bloody more, I tell you. Oh my god. Right, 3-0 down in a game that we have been in control of most of. Well, frustrating. Aaron Lennon bearing down on our goal, trying to add insult to injury. There's no defenders anywhere to be seen. Thing is, I can only control one guy, and I'm trying to tackle the guy crossing, and the rest of the defenders are just nowhere to be seen. Where are they? Look at the replay. Like, I'm trying to chase down Aaron Lennon, and the rest of the defenders being controlled by the AI. Just nowhere to be seen. I had no chance. That's the problem now. We dominated the first half, and the AI gave away a penalty. And then as soon as the team scores, they start to build up momentum, and it starts to snowball, and then eventually you end up getting embarrassed like this, 4-0. Well, there goes our top 4 spot. Oh, what an absolute shitfest. Now, to make things even worse, he had Sergio Romero in goal, and they had Marcus Rojo at centre-back. Why did we play so badly in that game? We dominated the early proceedings. Well, they didn't have 14 shots. No way. Oh, I'm well annoyed with that. I really am. Oh well. 4-0 loss to Everton. That's a great bit of form to take into a very important Europa League game that we have to win. But if Man City beat... Oh, at least it's Man City Chelsea, so that should be a game that either way we're not going to lose too many points. Let's do a bit more training while we can. Now we know certain players are good and certain ones aren't. So Bastos, we're going to continue doing a bit of you. And beat your man is important because we want to get your dribbling and stamina up. Just concentrate solely on Bastos. Give him everything we can. Chance creation. Because we know that Bastos is going to be good. So why not just concentrate on him the whole time? El Rondo, let's do a bit of that as well then. And again, I'm pretty sure Jackson's going to be good. I'm sure his potential went down though, if anything, but let's do a bit of Jackson. And let's continue on with Nogueira as well. Might as well get Nogueira up as much as we possibly can. Right, now hopefully that's going to put Bastos up at least 1 point. As long as he does well in some of these drills. He did do well in those drills. Wow, his attacking positioning went up by like 2 or 3 points. That was really good by Bastos. So he's getting close now to a 63, which is good. Be nice if he had that when we bring him up. He's up 3 stat points already. Let's have a quick look. He's up 3. Callum Jackson's up 1. Helder Bastos up 2. Sam Murphy up 1. Shane McKeith up 1. That's good player development this week then. We've seen quite a few people go up though, haven't we? We've seen Asensio got up to 83 now. He started at 80. What we'll do is when we get into January, we'll do like a mid-season review and we'll go through all the players and see how much they've progressed by. And of course, now we have a very important game in the Europa League. We need to go full on this one, I think. So I'm sorry, Rashford, but you're going to miss out. And Pogba's going to have to come in place of... The Hood was pretty good. Let's go in for Asensio, because he was a bit sort of absent in the last game. Luke Shaw's still not 100% back. Fosu Mensah. Let's play Fosu Mensah, because he could do with the time. Now, Jimenez is up to an 84 now, which means he's pretty close to being the same as Smalling. Did he only go up in a new month? That's a question. Because I don't seem to see anybody go up, and then all of a sudden everyone goes up straight away. So maybe it is per month. So we have to win this game and hope. Now, if we win this game, then we'll be on 9 points. So if we win this game, we will go through, because either Aruka and Payok, who play each other, they're either going to draw and Payok will finish on 8, or one or the other will win and one or the other will finish under 9 points. So if we win, we will go through. No questions asked. So we have to win this game. So let's get into it and see if we can turn our form back round. Inside there to Dahoud. He's got a bit of space, takes a shot, it's saved. Kovalenko. Oh, Ibra. Yes! It was messy. It was very, very messy, that one. Just like Ibra's gone straight through the barricade now. Lots of stuff went on there. Lots of stuff went on, but finally Ibra was able to knock it into the open net, and we do lead 1-0 in what is an imperative game. We have to win this to go through to the Europa League knockout stage. And once again, it's Ibrahimovic who pulls us out with a goal. So that is 1-0. Can we build on this? Into Mkhitaryan. Sees a great ball further on to Cancelo. Puts it back to Ibra. It's in the back of the net. Great bit of play down the right hand side by Mkhitaryan and Cancelo. And Ibrahimovic locks in his second goal of the game. got lucky. We haven't had a lot of luck in the last few games. This time we've got some, and I'm not going to moan, which I have done quite a lot of recently. But now we do lead 2-0. 2 goals for Zlatan. Right, half an hour in. Can we build on this? Let's get a dominant win. Let's show people what they've got to play against. Good tackle by Anthony Marshall. Marshall's got it now. Down this left-hand side. Anthony Marshall. Ibra, 3-0, hat-trick. 33 minutes into the game, and Ibrahimovic has already scored his hat-trick. That is the result we needed in this game. This is definitely the result. This is what I needed. I needed to get my confidence back up, and that was a great bit of a play, and that little ball across the front of goal. I think it's because we're playing against a weaker team as such. I bet their stats aren't anywhere near as good as some of the teams we've been playing against. But we needed something to get us back on track after that 4-0 loss against Everton. And this could just well be it. 3-0. I'll blow the whistle, ref, now I'm done. Put a fork in them, they're done. Ronaldo. There we go. There we go. 3-0 victory, all 3 goals from, of course, the man, the myth, the legend of Ibrahimovic. Guy scores some goals. There we go, he gets given the match ball from the referee. It's not the championship that Ibra was hoping to play in, of course, but he'll be happy enough with that. And of course, he's going to have to have man of the match, isn't he? Cancelo got another 9.0. Yeah, Ibra over 10. Cancelo 9.0. Fosu Mensah 8.5. Marshall 9.1. Everybody, once again, was very, very good. And that should have put us through now. Aruka and Payok drew, so that should put us... I think it means it depends on goal difference between us and Aruka who tops the group. I think. And I think it means that Payok will drop out. But I'm sure we'll find out. Oh, we can have a look at the office now. Boom. Match has been rescheduled between Man United and Man City. We won 4.5 million for getting through there. That's good. And Bailly will be out for 3 weeks. Okay. Really happy to be selected so often. Well, you've done pretty well, actually, Kovalenko, recently. I'm not going to take that away from you. So, 14th is when we get our new scout report, which is the same day, I believe, as our next game. Can we stop simulation, please? Because I really want to do some more training before the game against Crystal Palace. We can. So let's continue to build on the same players. So again, Bastos we know is an 80 to a 90, so we can continue to build him up a little bit. I want to try and get him up to a decent level before he makes his way into the first team. And there was also a few of these that... Should we do a bit of Kovalenko? Because if we can get him up, then I'm tempted, you know, we could even maybe sell Mata. Because Kovalenko... We've got Kovalenko and Asensio. Who are both pretty good, aren't they? Murphy's now up to 64. He's pretty good, isn't he? Beat your man. There's a lot of stuff you can do, isn't there? Passing to goal. Rondo is your passing one. Let's do vision and short passing for you. That could be good. And of course we'll go with another one for Naguera to try and help him get into where he needs to be. So we'll simulate that as well. Hopefully we can get some good results and get some stat boosts. We can indeed, as Bastos hits 63. Lovely. Kovalenko gets closer to a 67. Everyone did really well actually, but Bastos up to a 63 is pretty good. I'm happy with that. Are we going to get our Youth Academy players before the game against Crystal Palace? We're going to have to wait until after. Should get it before. There we go. We've got it before. We've got it before. Let's go into the news and see who you found for us then. So King, what have you got? You got Sam Martin, who's not fantastic. Toby Davis. Well, Jamie Martin can definitely go. So many bloody Martins, isn't there? You can go because there's too much risk involved. You, Sam Bell, you're in. We'll sign you. Definitely. Owen Richardson, no. I'm going to keep these two in here for now. Because if he ends up being half decent and he's a right back, I think I would like to keep him. So we'll do that for now. Christianopoulos, 76 to 94. So you're going to get signed up, Eamon O'Carroll. 69 to 93, 71 to 94. Edna Cunningham, you can go. Can't even say that. Joseph O'Carroll, you can go. And Owen O'Carroll, you can go. So these two guys, I just want to scout you a little bit longer to see how good you are. Okay. And then the last one, S. Clark, your Scotsman one. 66 to 88, I'm not interested in. 67 to 87, too much risk. 57 to 79, nope. 66 to 90, possibly. 67 to 91, possibly. You can go. You can go. And there's not a lot in Scotland, is there, at the moment? Not a lot at all. I'm going to leave you both. Gordon Strachan. No, we'll leave both of you guys in here for now to scout up for the next month. So that's not really added a hell of a lot to our youth academy, has it, really? If we look at it. And we've got Eamon O'Carroll's a new one, wasn't he? 76 to 94. So we've got a few decent players. You've down to an 87, aren't you? Seamus Barr. Seamus Barr. Now he's the one we should be doing. And Brito. Barr and Brito. Noguero. Sam Murphy. So Bastos we know is decent. We can't sign him yet though. So I'm going to try and keep these in here until we know a little bit more about them. I'd like to get them pretty high up as well. Sam Bell's one of the new ones, isn't he? Right midfielder. Ooh, that's nice. 78 to 94, right midfielder, winger. So he's got a good acceleration, sprint speed. He could end up being a very, very good player for us. Because right wing's a player at the moment we're not 100% sure on. So that could end up being pretty good for us. So we do have a game now against Crystal Palace. Now what we're going to do for this game, that's the question. We are going to bring the return of... No, we're not, because he's still not 100% fit. I think Yuri Tielemans is definitely someone we'll bring in. For Dahoud. Oh, no. Yep. There we go, that's fine. Can we have like backup formations? Can we do that? Or... And we could do roles, can't we, as well? No, instructions what I want. I've not done this yet. Right, so you... stay forward. That's not what I'm meant to do, is it? Right, balance width. I want you to... Yeah, cut inside. I keep doing this wrong. Right. Getting behind, yeah, that's what we need to do. And support on crosses. Get into the box for crosses. Okay. Excellent. If we do the same for Mkhitaryan now then. I should have done this before, shouldn't I? Should we stay wide for you? No, let's cut you to cut inside as well. Get in behind the defensive line. And get into the box for crosses. Ibra, of course, stay central. Drops in the midfield, nope. Backs into the opponent as pulls of feet. Right. I like that still. That's my favourite. And split the opposition. No, I want to press the back line. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Kovalenko, want you to stay forward as well. Want you to stay on the edge of the box for crosses. Got a free roam. And we want you to aggressively look to get the ball back. Okay, I like that. I like that. And Grimaldo, always overlap. That's what I like. And then is it the same for Cancelo? Always overlap. Okay. I like that then. I think we're done. Oh, God. That's not... Yeah, okay, it's fine. That's fine. It's fine. And this is what we want to do team-wise. I think we're going to bring Asensio in place of Kovalenko. Kovalenko's had quite a few games in a row. And let's bring in Semedo for Cancelo, and of course Bailly has to drop out for Jimenez. And should we also bring in... Let's bring in Hernandez. I feel like Hernandez should get a game, although we haven't played Smalling. Let's play Smalling actually, we haven't played Smalling in a while. So let's do that. Cool. I like that. That's a decent team. Marshall's up to an 84 now as well. Excellent. Our team now, I think, is starting to really turn a corner and becoming a stronger side, I think, now. You can see the stat boost that a lot of people are getting. Of course, Ibra's dropped a point, but everyone else is doing pretty well. Tielman's, I was hoping to get to an 80 as well this season, but at the moment, he seems to be struggling a little bit. I might do a little bit more training on Tielman's just to try and get him up there. And then you can go yellow, I think. There we go, red and yellow. It's going to be a good way. Okay, so, of course, we'll go into the game against Crystal Palace in the Premiership. An important game for us to win. Hopefully, we will do, and I'll bring you guys back for the goals. The Hayes, big ball. Ledley. Malley. Oh, God, why? I hate this game so much, you know. I really do. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I fucking hate this game. Oh, God. Well, once again, we have dominated the game. Had shot after shot after shot after shot, and they have come back and scored. So we're going to have to come from behind like every other Premiership game we've... Oh, it's a 76th minute as well. Come on. Let's do this. We can't lose 2 Premiership games in a row. 1-0. Corner. What I would give to score from this corner. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, God. Right. What I would give... I didn't say what I would give, but... You know, there we go. We've scored from it at least. Smalling with a header to make it 1-1. That's what we deserve. We do not deserve to be down in this game. We deserve to be in the lead, if anything. And now we're back in this one. Hopefully we can use that momentum to get ourselves a second goal. That's the target. Let's go for it. Let's go for it now. 1-1 with 5 minutes remaining. I don't understand how players... Like, they've got Warden down at centre-back and they've just been outpacing Marshall the whole way through the game. I can't understand it. But we did scrape a 1-1 draw, and I'm not... We're just not getting what we deserve in any of these games. It's my fault, but... where are we then? Because 9.0 for Smalling, got man the match, obviously, because he scored the goal. Everyone else was sort of around and about, nothing special. 10 shots, 7 on target. We deserve more than this, we really did. But it's a draw, and it's what we have to take. It's what we have to take. At least Everton drew with Arsenal 1-1, so that's not too bad. Man City did beat Watford 3-0. So that's going to affect us in our position in the league, it should imagine. We're down to 7th. Oh, God. Right, we are going to play that game against West Brom as well. I think we've got enough time in this episode to squeeze this game against West Brom in. Hopefully. I'm up to nearly 2 hours in this recording now, but of course I only show you guys the goal. I only show you guys the goal, and the goals anyway, don't I? So I thought if I do this now, then where are we in the calendar? Then we are... Means we can get the rest of December done next episode and the beginning of January, and we can have a look at maybe doing some January transfers. We've got Blackburn in the FA Cup, which is nice. We've got a packed schedule in January. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in January. It's going to be tricky. No, you're not playing. You will be leaving. You will be leaving, mate, I'm afraid. I don't want you. I don't know why you're leaving in the summer, but there we go. Yep, so let us go now into this game against West Brom. Do we want to change the team at all? It didn't really work out that well for us, did it, the last game? Who else we got, though? Who do I want to play? Who can come in and change this for us? Cancelo... Semedo was really good, though. Let's play Cancelo, though. Martins, you haven't played for a while. Let's see how you get on in place of Mkhitaryan. And let's bring in Kovalenko in place of Tielmans and then switch Kovalenko into there and drop Asensio back a little bit. Asensio's... Has he got a lot of pace, Asensio? Because he was really getting caught out a lot in the last game. 83... 76. It's not amazing. It's not bad, though. What's his weak spot then? Jumping, strength. Heading is not very good at either. Hopefully a lot of this. He's a corner kick specialist and a finesse free kick taker. Okay. So let's go with this team then. Bringing in Kovalenko back in because he did so well in those few games we had him in. So why not continue to try him? I'm tempted to play... No, I'm going to play Rashford as well because we've changed it now so the striker keeps trying to get behind the defensive line. If we play Rashford, he's got more pace than Ibrahimovic. He might just be able to get behind that defensive line. And we can get some goals from that. But now a big game against West Brom. We need to get in the top 4 at least this season. We need to. So let's get into this game. And again, I will show you the goals. Hopefully not too many of theirs. To Rashford. Sees the movement out wide of Grimaldo. Cuts it into Rashford. Penalty. Got to be a penalty. It's a penalty. Yes. Oh, God. This game's been frustrating. It really has. And we do get ourselves a penalty. Now we need to score the penalty, though. That's the big thing. I think the last penalty I had, I missed. Well, hit the target, but it was saved. Yeah, that's definitely... No, you can't deny that's a penalty. That's a stone wall if they come. Anthony Martial now to put the penalty into the back of the net. In theory, there we go. Right in the back of the net. And we do lead 1-0. We've gone really all out for pace in this match, but it's not necessarily been as easy as I was hoping, but still, at least we're in the lead now. We needed a victory. We've had a couple of poor performances in the league with that 4-0 loss against Everton, and of course that 1-1 draw in the last game as well. So now we are 1-0 up against West Brom. Can we hold on to the lead though? Robson Kanu, the most overrated player in the entire world. Actually shit, but apparently he got a really good deal out of the World Cup. Jimenez. Jakob. What? Really? It's an 85 rated centre back there, Chris Small, and they didn't even bother jumping for that header. So instead of coming back and getting a draw, we've just lost our lead, and now going for a draw again. Can we get it back? Marshall bringing it forward. Asensio steals it once. Asensio stole it again. Asensio scored! Oh my god! You know what? I've been saying the last couple of games, I probably haven't seen much of it because it's just been when he loses the ball, but I've been saying about how much I don't rate him, Asensio, but he's just single-handedly there, burst through and aggressively stole the ball and got us the win. Marco Asensio, the 83 rated cam, he came just at 81 rated, now he's 83 rated, and so far he may have just actually won us this game here against West Brom. What's that for him now? He's second league goal. I made a little change at half time. I put Asensio into the cam role and dropped Kovalenko to the centre midfield role, and seems to have worked wonders for Asensio. See if we can hold on to this now. Asensio sees the movement out wide, and there we go. There is the 2-1 victory. Marco Asensio getting that desperately late last minute goal, or last few minute goal should I say, to win the game for us. Well, boy do we need that victory. Boy do we need that victory. 7 shots we had to their 4. I think we deserved it again. Man of the match goes to Jimenez with an 8.4. Close though, Marshall 8.2, Asensio 8.1. It's been pretty well. I think this new style of play, where we're keeping the attacking midfielders and that forward, I think that suits Asensio a bit more, because he hasn't really got the pace as some of the other attacking midfielders we've got, but he has got the ability. So if he stays up there and he hasn't got to run back and forth, then it sort of puts him as a much more dangerous player. We'll see how things pan out, I suppose, as time goes on. But there we go. That means that we are still 7th, but we do have a game in hand. Our next game is against Spurs. Oh, I didn't want to go there. Right, there we go. So our next game is against Spurs, who are currently... Where are Spurs? Where's Spurs? Oh, 10th. Spurs are 10th, so we need to beat them. If we do beat them, get our game in hand 1, we will go... We'll go above Chelsea, actually. Wow, if we win our game in hand, we will go above Chelsea, and we'll be very, very close to both Arsenal and Manchester City, and Everton, depending on what they get as well. That's good. I like that. I do like that. Before we finish this episode, we are going to do a little bit more training. Might as well get some more done. So let's, again, continue a bit more Bastos work. And get him up. Or should we do... Let's not do Bastos work, actually. Let's spend a bit of time now working on some of our players. Yuri Tielmans, for example, a player I want to try and get up a bit. Kovalenko, where are you? Where is Kovalenko? There you are. If we can get you up to a 77, that'd be fantastic. Let's do a bit of beat your man on you. Who else we got? We've got... Dahoud's pretty close. Mata is on the brink of 85, but I think that'll happen naturally if we give him a few more games. Asensio's just hit 83, so it's going to be a bit, well, not really a waste of time as such, but let's do a bit of Asensio. Why not? It might speed the process up a little bit. Let's do that. Let's get his stamina up, because that'll help us as well. Let's do a bit of work on a centre-back, maybe. Hernandez has just hit 77. Bailey's on the brink of 84, but he's injured, so we can't really train him up. Fullbacks, again, we've got Grimaldo. Cancelo's really close on 81. Maybe we should do a bit of that then. Yeah, let's do a bit of that. Close on 81. Get him up a bit. And then we'll do... Let's do Dahoud. Let's do Dahoud. What is your weakness? Definitely El Rondo is your weakness, isn't it? We'll do a bit of that then. We'll simulate all of those and hopefully we can get some good results on that. Of course, if you're higher rated, it's very, very difficult to get any anything from this. But Kovalenko, there you go, hits 77. No, he's hit 78 now, hasn't he? I thought he was already a 77. Well, he's 77 now then, anyway. Everyone else has done pretty well. Cancelo is on the brink of 81, which is pretty good. So I'm liking where we are at the moment. I'm liking where we are. Got a bit of news. What's the news? Risk of losing a player. Zlatan Ibrahimovic's contract ends soon. Well, let's go into the contracts. Who's got the lace contract? So Ibrahimovic has got a small contract. We'd better do this now then, shouldn't we? He wants a 1-year deal at 275. Let's give you that and that. Okay, we're gonna. You know what? Why are we messing around for? We've got the money because we've not got a lot of players in, haven't we? So, obviously a crucial first-team player off a new contract. You can go. I'm not too bothered about you. Not too bothered about you or you or you really. Luke Shaw. Alright, the rest of them are okay anyway. It's only these three that will be leaving at the end of the season. You... I pretty much just release you, actually. I'm going to wait till January, actually. We'll wait till the next episode, and we'll have another look through our squad and see who we're going to have to keep and who we're going to get rid of. And be nice to get rid of a few players, wouldn't it, really? But yeah, that's going to be the end of this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please help me out by hitting that like button. It does really do a big difference for me. And of course, if you are new around here and you'd like to see some more of this FIFA 17 playthrough, then please hit that subscribe button as well. I'm hoping these episodes aren't going too long. I'm recording about 2 hours of footage at a time and cutting it all down for you. So hopefully, I think a lot of that's going to be matches and I can just squeeze it all out for goals. So yeah, hopefully it won't be too long an episode. But if they do become too long, I'll try and cut them down a bit more for you. I've been Shepherd Gamer. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you all very, very soon for another episode of our FIFA 17 Career Mode playthrough.